Yeah, okay. Control T, top. Let's see. What shall I do next? Textures. Turn this off. Okay. Basically, I want to register. Register with a given index. Possible. Yeah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Sampler image view, image layout. Oh, I got it right. Yep. If I have multiple of these things, I would have to have a vector of that. Okay, I don't, so array element, it even says it. Array index. To call it array element, then if you want to. Ilham, hello. Update descriptor sets. Takes an array element. Which is actually being used. Amazing, isn't it? I guess destination, well, it just has to work. Come on, it just has to work. That's, yeah, element. Hey, author. Well, let's do a nice get together on YouTube. Oh yeah, good to see you again. So Arthur, are you a C++ programmer, or what is your status or level-ish? I mean that oh, doorbell. I'll be right back. Annoying. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, 2 years. Well, it's better than nothing. So loads of people here that totally new to C++. Okay, so this is called twice, once with pipeline 0 and once with pipeline 1, and let's just pass that pipeline now as the array index. So then then I bind both, I guess, of the descriptors in my descriptor arrays. Rust, I don't know, man. I mean, it's people do what they do. I'm not impressed with any hypes. I'm just a C++ coder. Last I actually looked for the 30 seconds at Rust. Didn't understand it at all. I don't think it looked like an improvement. But hey, 30 seconds, it's not that much. The reason I looked at it was because it is going very bad with Solana crypto. And I thought maybe you can help them. So I looked at their GitHub and they develop in Rust. Yeah, can't help. I guess there is not a single crypto that is developing in C++ at the moment. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Damn doorbell. Alright, quit. Compile. Or not. Don't have to compile. It was just a suggestion. Interesting that oh, I added something. Yeah. Go, go, go. Validation error first. Failed to write update validation for shader input data and descriptor set per set index 0. Yeah. With error attempting write update to descriptor set shader input data and descriptor set per set index 0. This is the set index. Binding 0, aka 0.0 with 1 descriptor. being updated, but this update oversteps the bound of this binding, and the next binding is not consistent with the current binding. Update past the end of the descriptor set. So this update is invalid. No, it cannot help you. You're beyond help. Okay, what does this mean? My first intuition is my descriptor doesn't know that it is supposed to be an array. Let's go back to the Sasha's code. So he is updating. Update descriptor sets. Device. Size. That, yeah, of course. The descriptor set. Oh, here it is. Allocated descriptor sets. Alloc info. I guess descriptor set layout. Right, set layout. Create info. Pipeline layout, create info. No. Destroy. Binding. Nobody knows. Oh, create info. I was thinking, what is CI? Let's create info. There we go. Binding counters too, maybe. Oh yes, er is even a comment. The fragment shader will be using an unsized array. That's a new word for me. Oh, unsized is in like that. Unsized array of samplers, which has to be marked with VK descriptor binding variable I had no clue. Okay. And the binding count is then probably the size. So difficult. So this is missing from my code, where I am creating my descriptor. Now to find back in my code where I'm creating my descriptor. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna start with simply this one. Create descriptor set layout. It's the layout, right? Yeah. You gotta tell the layout that we are an array. Yeah, well. Bleep. Oh, I don't have this. I just don't. But I might have create descriptor set layout. And well, calling that on logical device, not IMQ, not interested in IMQ. Create descriptor set layout, that is a declaration, and there's the definition. I need to, that's what it is called. Well, since it's the only place where I'm calling it, this must be where I'm calling it. Yeah. Okay. This is debug stuff, all of it. This is one argument, and the argument is a vector of the descriptor set layout binding. Yeah. A vector of descriptor set layout bindings. That's that thing, and that is being passed to descriptor set layout create info. So we are on track-ish. Okay. That thing has a binding 0 and a binding 1, and the binding 1 is what we have to do. Okay, this is the size of the array. What is that one? It's probably the binding number, right? Let's make sure. Or not. Well, the integer that we will be missing is that one. And it's going to be the binding, I guess. Predict. So, what is in this? That is this thing here. It has a constructor that takes a binding number. And stuff. Yeah, that's just it, right? So that's the binding number still. The descriptor count is what we have to change into the array size. But in the case of my function, that is simply passed. So I have to go to the caller. And then this function does not need any changing. So who's calling this function? That is where it is called. Thought there already was there, yeah. So it's about the content of this vector. It's either found or it is not found, apparently. Foresee a problem coming, but well, you have to work around it, I guess. Think of something. Yeah. Very annoying. Anyway, it begins with whatever we pass here, a vector of that stuff as a reference, and the problem is that it doesn't fit. I mean, this fits, but now we need a next pointer, p next pointer. Oh. Where did I see that? Maybe I just saw the extension here. Okay, let's try that again. I don't see what this is being used. Oh, here. Yeah, there's my P next. Ugh. Oh, that's the create info. And I was looking at this and I think it's creating it, but it's just they make a create info and then they add a P next here, and then they create it. And what I'm doing, I'm caching everything. So I need to cache. I need to cache this object as well now suddenly. In other words, it's all highly annoying. So ignoring the P next for the moment, we have this. No. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Yeah, that's something that macOS has very few by default. These things. Everyone else has thousands. I don't think I'll be supporting macOS anytime soon, so I'm just gonna ignore this, I think. Nevertheless, we are calling create descriptor set layout on something device and then a pointer to the descriptor set layout create info, and that has a non-zero P next. I think I have to go back. So this thing, I have to change this function. That was wrong. This thing has a P next pointer that has to be set. This pointer in. And it has to be set. It must point, to set layout bindings flag, which is here a temporary. or flags rather. Points to the VK descriptor set layout binding flags create info extension object. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is the array size. That seems kind of obvious as well, but what is the 0 here doing? Let's go back. What? Without hope, I'm going to Google for this thing and see if I can find something. Documentation is usually so bad. Well, that's it. Yeah, well, a whole line. A bit mask for setting a mask of 0 or more VK descriptor binding flag bits. And there's our flag, I think. Binding variable descriptor sound bit. And that's all nice and dandy, but what's the 0 doing there then? Doesn't even have a meaning. Indicates that this is a variable sized descriptor binding, whose size will be specified when a descriptor set is allocated using this layout. The value of the descriptor count is treated as an upper bound on the size of the binding. Oh, here it is. This must only be used for the last binding in the descriptor set. In the descriptor set layout. So maybe it's on the second place because its index is the binding. Ah, of course. Yeah, I get it. Finally. Okay. Yeah, you're getting it. It is the index is the binding. The binding with the largest value of binding. For the purposes of counting against limits such as max descriptor sets pointer and max per stage descriptor pointer, the full value of the descriptor count is counted, except for descriptor bindings with the descriptor type of VK descriptor inline uniform block. And the flag does not contain, in this case, going to specify the outbound byte size, blah blah blah. Okay. Let this sink in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So this is definitely not the array size. It's the binding count. I hope. Okay, so we don't even need to know that array size then here. We just need to know that it is an array. And only one of them can be an array like this. I mean, an array with unknown size, and that must be the last one. So I could look at the last one here and then hopefully see if it is an array or not somehow. But it's a vulkan thing, which may not have that information. But it has a descriptor count. Okay, I'm starting to think that maybe ridiculous. The very idea. Well, it worked. And maybe, and this is ridiculous, I know, but you just have to try it. Maybe it's just the problem with the unknown size. So whatever did done to sizing it. I mean, I know it. I know the size. Well, at least still columns. Yeah, okay, still columns, but I want to know why. Maybe columns anyway, but the validation error is gone. Yes, the validation error is gone. That's what I mean. I'm gonna go with this for now, although I might change something in the future. Why is this crashing? Oh shit, that is a validation error. Oh, you didn't see it. Yeah, there it is. Is this a different one? Looks like a different validation error though. So it expects at least 2 descriptors for binding 00, but only one provided. While calling create graphics pipeline. It's not useful. Yeah. Oh, that's correct. Yeah, let's fix it. Or maybe not. I'm confused. Depends on how often this function is being called. I thought it was... This is called twice. But... And this is 2. Nope, not getting it. So let's look at the debug output for how often this function is called. At least it's printing what it does. Owning window, comma descriptor set, comma binding, comma array element. And anyway, also here. Also a good place to look for, I guess. That is not 4. Okay. The third is binding, and the fourth is the array element. The binding is 0 in both cases, and then the array element is 0 and 1. But the descriptors are different. That was the first one, right? That is first element, which is the actual descriptor set. Well, each descriptor set is an array. So yeah, for both descriptors I should have called this twice. Why is that not happening? Okay, I think the reason is that the descriptor is only in one descriptor set. Well, that's kind of logical, isn't it? Yeah, very logical, I guess. Otherwise it would be a duplicate. We don't do duplicates. So this loop has a size 1. And then this loop also has a size 1. Because, well, that comes from set layout bindings to handles. So there's only one binding added for a given set layout. which is also logical. Yeah. I run over this thing here because I want to find the binding and the descriptor sets. Yeah. Yeah. And then here I'm using T as if it rules. Why? No-ish. Textures. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I think it. We have another for loop. Int array element. I guess this is the texture and I want to pick for that pipeline. So now I'm switching textures based on the pipeline. That's a fun idea. And then I bind it to something at the given index. But this pipeline now must be array element. And then the texture becomes not T, but array element. Yeah. Uh-oh. Still the same thing, I think. I mean, he might crash, but now I might have removed the validation error. Please let there be no validation error. Damn it. It changed though. P descriptor write failed write update validation for shader input data m descriptor set per set index 0. with error attempting write update to descriptor set. Same thing, binding 0 with 1 descriptor being updated. But this update oversteps the bounds. Again? No. Well, it looks like, I mean, with 1 descriptor set, so I'm just trying to update one of them, and that's already over the limit. So I guess my destination array element is too high, and I'm passing 1 at most, as far as I know. So it doesn't think that it is an array. Well, you cannot really be sure, because it doesn't print any values. Right, here it is, at least something. So yeah, we write one descriptor to destination 1, and that's already not okay. So apparently the descriptor set handle that does not know that it is an array with a size of 2. Is that a good conclusion? Yep. Array element 0 worked and array element 1 is failing. Sharayar, hello. Why am I calling update descriptor set here? I mean, I'm also calling it here, no? Oh, this is an empty function. This is not doing anything. I'm printing that, am I not? In the empty function, I mean. Yeah, do not ignore this call. But indeed, it's just not doing anything. Returning, that is from entering allocate descriptor sets. Descriptor set per set index. So the set index is 0 and the descriptor set returns that. Descriptor sets. Well, I'm gonna assume then that this is the handle of the layout. So let's highlight that. Yeah, it is a layout. Yes, so look where it is created. Did I already miss it? No, it's still here. Pipeline layout, create pipeline layout, realize pipeline layout. Created object the with handle. So that's the one. Descriptor count is 1. That's the reason. So I'm not creating it correctly. Thread pool 0 was calling create descriptor set layout. Descriptor count 1. And that was being called from realize descriptor set layouts with the same stuff. Realize descriptor set layout is called from entering shader input data realize descriptor set layouts. Let's have a look at this function. So I did print realize handle, right? It prints the sorted descriptor set layouts is sorted binding 0. Type descriptor count. Count is already wrong here anyway. for both. And then we print a realize descriptor set layout. That's kind of strange. So this we see it printing, and then I'm not calling realize descriptor set layout, I'm calling realize handle on the descriptor set layout, which is type. Nobody knows. Well, the type of this thing here. That is a descriptor set layout. Oh, it just doesn't print it, and then it goes on to that one. Okay. But yeah, the debug output here already showed the wrong value, so the sorted descriptor set layouts contains the wrong whatever it was, the wrong descriptor count. I have a non-const accessor. Is this the header? Oh, that is the header. Well, maybe it's a few calls from here. Or not. Okay. I think I should run off here. Yes, grab project sources and that. Ooh. Yeah. Indeed. In other words, it must be this accessor. Right. Add the script set layout that adds the pointer to the descriptor set layouts. Oh, it's assigned here. Or not? No. No. Oh yes. I thought I was just looking at this one. Yeah. I don't understand. This call just says, I promise to fill this vector. Meaning the vector that is returned by that thing here. But then who fills it? Could not find it. That function, maybe? So that would be it. And I saw an interesting comment here. Yeah, called from pre-process. Okay. Well, let's start here. Called preprocess, which calls I guess this one. Decoration contexts used in. Not convinced. One of these. Okay, I'm gonna go for the generate then. There it is. Descriptor count is 1. Okay. Yeah. Now how to change it? I thought my shader declaration had it, right? I added it, didn't I? Array size. Oh. Here in 32 type array size is array size called on the resource declaration, and then array size. Well, let's do it the other way around. If not array size, then it's 1, and otherwise we pass array size. Awesomeness. Let me quickly check if there's indeed no validation errors anymore. No validation errors either. Now, why do we see 8 cats? That's probably because I hard-coded the 1 here. And I think I'm putting the bottom. Well, who cares? We're just gonna try it out. It's probably the top in 0, right? Oh, we see cat, so 1 is the cat. I'm an idiot. So top should be 1 and bottom should be 0. So I could just change this to 0. But then you might as well use the instance index. It was of course the whole point. We are not going to do anything with the texture index. I'll just have to remove that at some point. I don't think that's working. Let's first have a quick look at this. In this case here, committed here probably. Hi bear. And Rincon, yeah, you think the police is going to ring my doorbell anytime soon? If they watch my stream. What shall I do? TT. The cats have moved to the bottom, but for the rest it kind of works. Yeah. Let's think. What shall we do next? Because it's a big mess. There's the amount of cleanup stuff that I have to do now is amazing. I don't think I need to support this. Oh, I mean this. I don't need to support it. That thing there. The reason being that they probably added this because runtime is something else than shader compile time. Like most people compile shaders and then they run the program. Yeah. But in my case, I'm running my program, then I'm figuring out stuff during runtime. Then I generate my declarations and compile that. So I just always know how large the array is. I don't need a variable descriptor count. I just hard code it in, like I did now. The only reason that I want to change that is if I have, let's say, a certain shader that I already compiled, and then I want to use the same shader for somewhere where the number of textures is just different. Which actually makes sense. I think about it. Might want to do that. But not in my current setup. Currently I'm like, yeah, if I compile a shader, then that's a shader that belongs to that pipeline. And yeah, I don't know. You can tackle it in the future, but the downside of that is that then I probably forgot all of this, and I just have to even find back the example. Having forgotten that Sasha Willems has this example where this information is... I could copy it and then put it in my code and then add a comment. Like, this is how you do it. I'm gonna close my curtains, be right back. Okay, Bear, I have to ask, is that milk? I always thought it was milk, but there is something next to it as well. A bottle of milk and something next to it. It could be a microphone. You know, one of those hanging microphones with a shield in front of it. Tell me what it is. Okay, what to do next? I don't need this. I think I don't need it. Anyway. Set array 2, yeah. Why not set array size? It just feels kind of silly to use 0, and that's not an array. Although on the other hand I've used it as a boolean everywhere. Because using the value 1 is exactly the same as that it is not an array. We have array size and we have set array. I use that a little bit more often. Too often. honestly thought I had it. And I think, let's look at it one more time anyway. And I was just stupid to have forgotten it. I was thinking on editing the above hunk that I will remember that there is in the same file something else, and I didn't. But okay, this really should be the last place. Actually, I do not have to add this anymore because now it's already here. Arthur, are you serious? I think I have everything again now. I can commit this, I guess. Git commit everything. Let's go get status. Well, I feel like I should say no, but I don't know how much you want to donate, so I used to have a donate button for my work on X3 crap. I think I told that story already on stream once, so very short. Very short, I had deleted my whole home directory accidentally by an unmount, strangely enough. And then it took me 2 weeks to recover that, which while absolutely everyone said that it was impossible. And then it turned out to become a world hit. Absolutely everyone in the mother wanted to suddenly recover their erased files of hard disks with X3. I could have become rich then. At some point I had so much people that were hitting my website, and it was all over the world, that I added a donate button. And then I did get some donations indeed. Mostly from, strangely enough, mostly from PhD students who had deleted their thesis. And then could recover it thanks to my tool. Let's see, this. So you can use this button if you want. If it still works. Let me check if it works. Yeah, that should work. It says X3 grep development, but anything, you know. I'm afraid that's the only thing I have. Certainly that I have currently online. So on my homepage and then the X3 grep or how to recover X3 stuff. Or do you want a link? I should not be an asshole. I probably should just give you the link. I mean, it's either yes or no, right? I do give you this link at the bottom. Thank you in advance. The only super big downside from this button is that I think PayPal will just give you my name. I mean, like my real name. That's crazy in my eyes, but well, I don't really care, I guess. As long as nobody repeats it. I'll come and kill you if you say it in the chat or post it somewhere. Oh, that was probably against YouTube dinner time. The YouTube community guides threatening someone. I was just kidding. Yeah, git commit everything. And what did I do? What am I committing? I just looked 3-4 times at the div. I cannot remember it anymore. It was about yeah, size, array support, basically, right? Hey, whip, solved. There, work in progress. Good status. Oh, it looks so clean. This is a thorn in my eye though, but I don't want to push it yet. It is not really working. Really working. Let's have a look at my to-do list. Add support to. I edited it and I still didn't add to. Unbelievable. Add support to combined image sampler to represent an array. aka add a size to it and fix the generated GLSL declaration. I totally did. I so did that. And then we get 3. Turn it into a task. Question mark. I'm very uncertain about this. Turn it into a task that waits till it has a descriptor and then starts handling a deque of other tasks. Those other tasks being texture/index objects that can be registered with the CombinedImageSampler/array task. Yeah, so yeah, that's a big one. Do I do that before or after my pea soup? Because I'm gonna eat soup today, I think. Oh, I put chicken out of the fridge. A little bit, but still. Defrosted. Defrosted. I'll have to bake the chicken. So it's a good thing. I put the chicken out of the fridge and then later that day I just have to cook. Otherwise I can throw away the chicken. I would not be honest towards the chicken. Sacrifice his life for me. So I'll make. I think I'm gonna cook. Yeah, it is 6 p.m. It's a perfect time to eat dinner. Normal people do, at least they told me. And then I'll be back for the next to do. Creating a task. So if you like this stream, you're gonna definitely like the next stream, because tasks are awesome. Bon appetit, in case anyone else is going to eat.